The Bible records actual history as it is, without sugarcoating it, without God necessarily approving it. You guys got to understand how your Bible is written. The Bible is an accurate book of history that will accurately report historical events without endorsing these events. It's just like watching the news or reading a newspaper and says, such and such person murdered such and such, or raped such and such. They're reporting the news. They're not endorsing these events. So that's number one. So number two, the Bible records Lot's daughters erroneously thinking the entire human race had been wiped out, and they were the only survivors. Now, Lot's daughters were wrong. They were mistaken, but that's what they thought. When they saw the blast of the brimstone and fire decimating Sodom and Gomorrah and neighboring cities, they erroneously assumed God had wiped out the entire face of the earth and that they're only survivors. In light of that, they assume, well, the only choice we have is we get pregnant by our father to preserve human race, or we all die and the human race goes extinct. Now, the Bible doesn't condone this, but it's stating a fact. Here it is. And Lot went up from Zoar, which means small, and stayed in the mountains, and his two daughters were with him. For he was afraid to stay in Zoar, and he stayed in a cave, he and his two daughters. Then the firstborn said to the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man on the earth to come into us after the manner of the earth. See, this was the reason why they committed incest. Not because, oh, daddy's fine, he's sexy, daddy looking fine. No. There are no human beings. Our dad is old, and if he dies, there we go, no more human seed. So we better take matters into our own hands and save the human race. Okay, now let's read it. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and let us lie with him, that we may preserve our seed through our father. So their intention was noble. Let me explain. Their intention, what the Muslims say, niyyah, was good. If there are no human beings, we have no choice but get pregnant from our father to preserve the human seed. The intention was good, but they were wrong. And because of that, they made a boo-boo. And they knew that their father, if he was sober, wouldn't do it. So they got him drunk. Does God condone getting drunk? No. Does God condone what the daughters did? No. But they did it, and God doesn't lie, and he doesn't sugarcoat it. Okay, so let's go. So they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with his father, and he did not know